Hello and welcome to DVXUI. Today on this channel, we are going to create another animated design. And let me show you that first. So if I go over here, and this is what we are going to make in this video. This is going to be super simple. So even if you are a beginner, you can make it by following all the steps given in this video. Alright, let's start. So here I am on a Figma file, as you can see, and this is my previous design, which I am going to delete because we are going to start from the very scratch. And if you notice over here, I have the resources frame, which you are going to get from the description. And in this, I have 3 pictures which I am going to use for the hero section. So let's start the designing process. Now first of all, what I want is, I want to take a frame because I want to prepare my pictures very firstly. So for that, I'm going to take a frame and go over here in the desktop. Now this is going to be my primary frame. So let me rename it to primary like this. Perfect. Now I need 3 more frames because I want to prepare my pictures. So Ctrl D, Ctrl D, Ctrl D, and alright. Now I'm going to select them and I need to change their name. So this is going to be image 1. This is going to be image 2. This is going to be image 3 with a gap. Perfect. And now I'm going to place this one over here and this one over here. Perfectly right. Now I need to get my pictures to put in these frames. Alright, let's go to resources and let's copy all of them at once and then go to this primary frame like this, and then here I'm going to paste my pictures. Now one by one I'm going to align them inside these frames. So select this one, cut it from there, paste it inside this, hit K for the scale tool and increase the size like this. Perfect. Make the sizing perfect like this. Alright, now for the second one, cut that, paste it over here, increase the size like this, slightly more. Yep, align it using these alignments and using the arrow keys as well. Perfect. So however you want, you can align it. Now cut this one, which is the last picture, place it over here and increase the size like this and make sure the alignment is perfect. Alright, so all our pictures are ready with their frame. Now what we need to do over here is, we need to select all of them like this. So I am selecting all these frames, as you can see, image 1, image 2, image 3, and then I will go in the layout and give it an auto layout like this. You see that it's an auto layout and inside this frame. Perfect. Now what I'm going to do over here is, I'm going to remove this scale tool from here first of all, and then gap is 133. I don't want this. I want a gap of 0. So in this way our images main frame is ready. So I will name it images. Now the second thing that we need is the big text that you saw over here. So let's see how can we create that. And for that one, I'm going to take a frame once again, drop it over here, and Figma is intelligent enough to know that you are using desktop frame, so it will give you the desktop frame. Now place it over here. Now in the height, I'm going to make it 332 like this and place it over here. Perfect. And just for the visibility purpose, I'm going to make it black because I want white text over here. And for the text, I'm going to hit T, place the text over here, and the first text is going to be mature. Now select it, and here in the font size, I'm going to write 332, but the font family is not going to be outfit and it is going to be passion 1, this one, as you can see. Now in the letter spacing, I'm going to write 12%. Perfect. And this is going to be regular like this one. Align it at the middle, then at the center. Perfect. So first text frame is also ready. Now we need two more. So let me rename this one text 1, duplicate that twice, and here I'm going to write young, select it, align it at the middle, and this one is going to be old. Perfect. Align it at the middle. Perfect now. Now I'm going to select it, all the frames, the text frames, and then provide them auto layout as well. And then gap is going to be 0, like this. So it will be created something like this, because this is going to move from the horizontal and this is going to move towards the vertical. Alright, perfect. I think now you know it. And what I can do is I can select this, and then in this black color, I don't want any color. So let me go to these individual frames and remove this fill color. Now everything is ready. Now we just need to put them together to make our hero section. So select this one first, cut that from there, select the frame and paste it. Alright. Then using this alignment, align at the top like this. So the first picture will be visible, only that. Now for this text, select it, cut it from there, select the frame and paste it. Alright, now the middle part is visible. I don't want this. If I use this alignment, then this first one will be visible. This is what I want. Alright, now I'm going to align it. Let me zoom in first. Perfect. Now I need to align. So align like this. Or yeah, perfect. Perfect. So this is looking alright. So our picture and text are well placed. Now we need to design the components for this section. So for that, I'm going to select this section, then go to layout, and then go to columns. In the count, I'm going to write 16. Well, I want to tell you something about my course. So Udemy is currently running this Black Friday sale, in which you are going to get the courses in $3.99. This is the best deal so far. Even if you don't want to learn it now, you can take this course and keep it for later. And this is a now or never offer. If you miss it, you miss it. And in this course, what I'm doing over here is I'm teaching everything about the web designing. Not only that, I'm also teaching that how can you create responsive web designs. Along with that, 3D web designs, web designing using AI, and at last, by combining all the projects that you are going to make in this course, I'm creating a portfolio website for you all. So in this way, you will have projects and the portfolio under you. So this is a win-win situation. You must enroll in this course. Now let's go back to the video. Perfect. So we are here, layout guide is provided. Let me select it because the margin is left. Go to layout guide and here in the margin provide 120. Like this. Perfect. Now take a frame, drop it over here. Well, now if you are going to drop anything over here, it is going to contain inside this frame. So you see inside the images, inside this image 1, the frame is over here. I don't want that to happen. So what I want is, I want this to be logged, the images one, and this text one needs to be logged as well. Let me rename it text. Perfect. Alright. So now when you have logged both of them, you can take a frame, drop it over here, and then in the width write 1440, which is the complete width of this frame, the parent frame. Fill it with a color, cross this, and the height is going to be 80 like this. And now we need to align it. Align it in the middle, then at the top. Perfect. Now after that, in the fill, what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to reduce the opacity to 6%. Perfect. And in the effects, I'm going to provide background blur of 22%. Like this. Perfect. So everything behind this nav bar will be blurred out. As you can see over here, the hat is blurred out. You can see that. Perfect. Alright. Now I will go to stroke, provide a white stroke like this one, but only at the bottom. Perfect. And the opacity is going to be 30%. Like this. Perfect. So the frame for our nav bar is also ready. Let's zoom in over here and design it with the details. Here goes the site name, so I'm going to write Manify, select it. The font size is going to be 38 and letter spacing is going to be 0 like this, and I need to make them capital, so EN, perfect. Align it at the middle, then with the red bar. So these red bars are going to guide me throughout the process of designing. How I'm going to place the elements are going to judged by these red bars. Alright, now we need some nav links over here and a button over here. So let me zoom in over here, take a text, drop it over here and write login, select it, change the color to 00 which is black, and the size is going to be 20. Now I'm going to provide an auto layout to this button. So hit Shift and A. The auto layout will be provided. The padding is going to be 28 in the horizontal, and in the vertical it is going to be 10. Fill it with the white color. Now in the corner radius, write 12. In this way our button will be created. Perfect. Align it at the middle, then with the red bar. Perfect. Now we need nav links over here. So take a text, drop it over here, write home, then Ctrl D and write here stories, and then the last one is going to be blog. Perfect. So let me select all of them and provide them an auto layout once again like this. The gap between them is going to be 70. Perfect. Align it at the middle. Now I'm going to select these two and make their opacity to 60%. In this way it will be highlighted that the user is on the home page. Perfect. Now align it over here like this. See the gap, 76. Let's take 75. Perfect. So in this way our nav bar is also ready. Now we need to provide more weightage to this hero section. So what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to create a text box over here for the more information. So let me zoom in, take a text, drop it over here and write stories. Stories. Let me zoom in. Yep. Select the text. And now here in the font size, write 60 with regular font weight, and the letter spacing this time is going to be 60%. Pretty huge. And now take a text, drop it over here and let's write lorem ipsum, or let's take it from a website which is loremipsum.io, and from here I'm going to copy this much of the text. Now go back to this one and here I'm going to paste it. Well, if you're going to keep it like this, it is going to look odd. So select it, letter spacing to 0, and I think we should also change this font family this time. So make it outfit, because this is a description and this needs to be very clear to the user. Now in the font size, it is going to be 20 like this, aligned over here, and we need to make it small. So like this, make it small, place it over here. And now here in the width, I'm going to write 400, make it slightly larger. Yep, this is perfect. Now I'm going to select both of them and use Shift and A to put them in auto layout once again. And the gap between them is going to be 8 like this. Now the padding is going to be 24 in the horizontal, and in the vertical it is going to be 24 as well. Perfect. Now you can see this width is 420, that is why the stories have messed up. So here I'm going to make it hug contents like this, but this one is going to have a different, basically a fixed width. So take 400. Perfect. So now this is perfect. Now select it, fill it with a white color, and the opacity for this one is going to be just 10%. Provide it a stroke of white color on all the sides with the opacity of 30%, and the weight, let's give it one weight, that's fine. And now what I'm going to do over here is go to effects, then background blur, and blur value is going to be 12. Perfect. So in this way, a frosted box effect will be created over here. Now I'm going to select it and align it with the red bar like this. And from the top, I need 370 in the Y position. So let's give it 370. Perfect. Alright, so this is how it is looking, and this is looking perfect. So one frame is created, and as you can see, if I select this one and collapse everything and unlock these text, now we need to move on to the animation part. So let's see how can we do that. So select this one, Ctrl D for the second one. Let me select both of them and remove the layout guide because we don't need that now. Perfect. Now for the second variant, what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to select this picture one. So this is images auto layout, and this time I'm going to align it at the middle. In this way, the middle picture will be visible. And now for this text, I'm going to select it and align it in the center like this. So this will be visible. Now here we have some of the problems. As you can see, this picture has white background. That is why the readability is sacrificed over here. We can enhance it by using the small trick. So if I select this one, the fill is white. We can make it black. Perfect. So now the text are pretty visible. Now select this one and make this black as well. Perfect. Now I'm going to make the third one like this. Place it over here. Select the text towards the end like this, and select the picture one, the images, this one, and now align it at the bottom like this. So this picture will appear. Perfect. So everything is perfect and ready. We just need to animate them. For that, go to prototype, select the first one, align it to the second one, and trigger is going to be after delay of 800 millisecond. Animation is going to be smart animate with ease out and 800 milliseconds as well. You can make it larger if you want. Cross this. Now select the second one. Towards the third one, trigger is going to be after delay 800, smart animate, ease out, and 800 the duration. Perfect. Cross it. Now select it once again, the third one, because I want to run it in the loop. So I will make the third one go to the first one. Perfect. Make it, let me pull it over here, and now make it after delay, ease out, smart animate, and 800 duration. Perfect. Cross this. So everything is ready and it should be working fine. So let me select it and play it. So alright, as you can see, we have our hero section over here working perfectly right. As you can see, this is perfectly animated and working very right. This is what we indented and we have created. And I wish you also have created along with me. And if you have done it, consider sending it to our Telegram group. Because if you do that, people will help you learn that how can you improve your designs and be a better designer. I hope you're going to do that. And at last, I'm going to remind you once again, the Black Friday sale is on the Udemy. You can grab this course and keep it for later. This is now or never. So you must grab it before it is gone. Alright, we will meet in the next one.